If you answer no to any of these 5 following questions, you are leaving gains on the table. Many people overcomplicate the process of building muscle by relying on BS supplements, complex training programs, and other unnecessary shortcuts instead of focusing on the following 5 key fundamentals. Muscle growth ultimately depends on 2 factors: gene activation and nutrient status. If these are not aligned, muscle protein synthesis will not outpace muscle protein breakdown, leading to suboptimal progress. Your body is constantly building and breaking down muscle, but whether you grow or shrink depends on which process is more dominant, muscle protein synthesis or muscle protein breakdown. And before we go more into the video, you might want to go and check out the top link in the description if you want to boost your testosterone. The first and also one of the most important questions is that whether you have eaten a high-protein meal in the last 3 to 5 hours. Muscle protein synthesis spikes after consuming protein, but it does not stay elevated permanently. After a few hours it returns to baseline, meaning that without a steady supply of amino acids and protein as a whole, your body lacks the necessary building blocks for muscle growth. If you want to be constantly anabolic, aim to consume protein multiple times a day with a daily intake of about 1 gram per pound of body weight. High-quality animal sources like beef, chicken, fish, eggs, and dairy products provide the best results. Hydration is another crucial factor. Every biochemical process in the body, including muscle protein synthesis, relies on water. Even mild dehydration can shift the body into a catabolic state, which will slow down recovery and worsen performance. A good target is to drink at least 3 to 5 liters of water per day while also ensuring adequate levels of electrolytes. Many people tend to wait until they feel thirsty to drink water, but by that point dehydration has already kicked in. Staying ahead of hydration is necessary to maintain an anabolic environment, improve nutrient absorption, and optimize training performance. So basically, if you haven't drunk enough water in the past couple of hours, you may be in a catabolic environment depending on your climate and activity levels. Next, consider whether you have consumed all essential vitamins and minerals in the last 24 hours. Protein intake alone is not enough, because without the right micronutrients, the body cannot efficiently synthesize new muscle tissue. Zinc, magnesium, iron, D vitamin, B vitamins, and so on all play a direct role in muscle recovery and growth. If even one of these is deficient, performance and recovery will suffer. This is why a nutrient-dense diet with whole foods is superior in comparison to solely relying on protein powders and processed meals. Sleep is another key factor that directly impacts muscle growth. During deep sleep, the body releases growth hormone, repairs damaged muscle fibers, and replenishes energy stores. Consistently getting less than 7 to 8 hours of sleep impairs recovery, increases cortisol, and suppresses anabolic pathways. For optimal muscle growth, aim for at least 7 to 9 hours of high-quality sleep per night. Prioritizing deep, uninterrupted sleep is one of the most effective ways to be anabolic, and counterwise, poor sleep is highly catabolic. Finally, have you provided your muscles with a strong enough stimulus in the last 24 to 48 hours? Without resistance training, the body has no reason to increase muscle protein synthesis beyond baseline levels. Effective training requires high-intensity sets taking close to failure, especially in the 5 to 30 rep range. Muscle protein synthesis returns to baseline around 36 to 48 hours after training, which means that the most optimal results occur when you train a muscle at least 2 to 3 times per week. Consistency and intensity in training are just as important as nutrition. If you can consistently answer yes to all 5 of these questions, adequate protein intake, hydration, micronutrient consumption, sleep, and training intensity, you are building muscle at the fastest possible rate. So that's it for today's video. Let me know your thoughts about this video in the comment section, and consider liking and subscribing if you found value from this video. And obviously, to learn more about testosterone optimization, visit the top link in the description.